The locals of Naveli are extremely angry as a fire broke out at a hillock in Mandopa Navelim. Even as the cause of the fire was yet to be ascertained, villagers complained of wildlife and locals being affected. A fire that began at Mandopa Naveli in South Goa has raised several questions about security preparedness for civilians and the wildlife alike. Even as locals complained for many hours at night, help only arrived this morning after multiples of suffering.
Here at the back of my, you can see at the background Mandopa Hill, where the last night, that is on 4th March 2023, massive forest fire took place. Now almost 18 hours passed. We were waiting for the government machinery to douse this fire. Although last night, because I requested the district magistrate and the South Goa collector, he have put into service fire personnel, forest and Margaon town police, where they personally went up and with the blower forest department had put off some fire. But in some pockets this fire was left, and again because of the strong wind this fire regenerated and it is completely engulfed the forest area of Mandopa Hill, Dramapur Hill and Digarpali Hill. Now mostly because of this fire, many wildlife animals like porcupine, monitor lizard, then these rabbits, they got affected. And when we went in the morning, we have seen some lizards dead or burned, charred in the fire. So my only request to the government authorities and government immediately to put in service at least a Coast Guard chopper where they can spray water over this forest area and completely douse the fire, because Goa Fire Brigade and emergency services have not have a mechanism to handle the forest fire, because they say their fire brigade cannot go up and their personnel cannot handle. Last night also I have seen they were just going with the tree branches and dosing the fire. Today morning also I have called the fire brigade again and they just splash water from the foothill from just to cut some small fire pockets where it was burning at the foothill of the hill. But right now you can see the fire still going on. It almost 18 hours past now. Today is 5th March 2023. So my request to the authority to put into service whatever best thing they can do. At least the Coast Guard can send choppers and to completely dose the fire where especially wildlife, wild animals are affected, especially cheetah, then wild hares, then white rabbit, then monitor lizard, porcupines. All these animals are suffering because the whole forest cover is covering almost, I think, around 8 to 9 kilometers of radius. Considering the Pale, Water Lake, Digarpali mountain, the Mandapa mountain and Dramapur mountain. So I hope my request will be heard by the authorities and send the best mechanism and best person to dose this fire and to save the environment and especially wildlife.
Several locals who raised the issue with the local fire authorities had to make several and continuous calls to get the fire doused. But despite the repeated reminders, the fire control authorities didn't respond. Ultimately, the villagers themselves had to resort towards methods to douse the fire, as the fire engines took time to arrive on a Sunday.
Sir, fire department. Hello. Sir, हांव अनास्तासियो कार्नेर उलयता, नावेली विलेज बायोडायवर्सिटी कमिटी मेंबर. राती तो मांडोपा हिलाक उजो लागलेलो पळय. हॅलो. बरें बरें, राती कॉल दिल्ले, आयता परत मारगांव फायर डिपार्टमेंटाक इन्फॉर्म कर, उजो चालूच आहा, आमी वयर आहा दोंगरार. 271 5825.
Herman Gomes and Nikhil Jalmi for Goa 365.